Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Live from the Heartland. I'm Lisa Smith, and we do broadcast live from the Heartland Cafe here in Rogers Park every Saturday morning, and you're always welcome to come down and join us. As most of us are aware, there's been a renewed interest in recycling, but Patrick McCarthy takes an unusual approach. He combines art and old electronic toys to create music and musical instruments. Patrick, thank you for coming, and you're here with...
I'm here with Tommy Stephenson, the other half of Roth Mobot.
Hello.
And thanks for having us.
All right. Now, if you have some amazing stuff here that I cannot even begin to describe. Perhaps you can.
Yeah, it's the sort of magical junk. We take children's toys, discarded consumer electronics like Walkmans and CD players and stuff, and then we open them up and rewire them and augment them and, in my opinion, improve them. And then we perform with them live. So most of the things you see on this table here, like the Elmo toy and the book strip toy and the various Casios and the little drum machines and the clock radios and all these things, a lot of this stuff was rescued from the garbage.
Now, what did the Elmo toy used to do?
It used to kind of go boing, boing, and it make like sort of zip noises, but now it makes sort of industrial loopy noises.
Okay. You just out of curiosity, how did you first get into this? I mean, you were just like messing about ripping out the guts of a toy one day, and suddenly you discovered.
Oh well, originally I was a puppeteer, and I was making machines to help me do the puppet shows, and I started like tinkering with the appliances in the puppet shows, and then one day someone asked me like, "Oh, did you bend that?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Did a little research and found out there's a huge global underground culture based on circuit bending and toy hacking and what we call
toy hacking.
Yeah, we also refer to it as the acquired technology arts.
Wow.
But then once we got involved in the community, we realized that this is like 1999, and I started holding workshops in Chicago to spread the news, and then at one of the workshops that's where I met Tommy.
Yes, yeah.
And that's how I got started. So how did you get started?
I used to open up every single toy my parents would buy me just to see how it worked.
So it's genetic, basically.
I was fascinated by electronic toys. I opened them up and I poked around in there and I tried to modify them, but I didn't really know what I was doing, and it turns out I still don't.
Now, Patrick, Tommy, you both you create these. I guess they're instruments. They're instruments, and
Sure.
From old toys and electronics. But you also perform with them, with the band called Roth Mobot. Is that right?
That's correct.
Which sounds a lot like sort of a Japanese horror movie, which I like that. That's a nice flavor. I don't know if that was intentional. But
well, it's a spoonerism on the phrase moth robot. We were discussing robot technology one night and what it would take to make a moth robot, but no one could say moth robot. We kept
saying it backwards.
We kept saying it backwards,
okay.
and we liked it that way.
Okay. Now, this you did mention this. You sort of you create in various arenas, and it sounds like there would be a whole different interview about your shadow puppet arena of creativity. But so I was curious, though, is there any cross-pollination there? It sounds like there was a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes I've had like a group of circuit benders will perform like as the orchestra for the puppet shows.
Cool.
So you have like these giant shadow puppets, and then this crazy music, and a lot of it's sort of improvisational, and it's one of those things that the audience always comes up afterwards and they want to like play all the toys and look at everything, and they want to look at the puppets, and so there's definitely a crossover there.
It sounds like it's sort of a more of an experience, a total experience than the traditional.
Sometimes it induces trance states.
Trance states.
Hypnotic.
Okay, good trances though, right?
Yes.
Not the boring kind. Okay. Now just to move along quickly, because I know that you're going to demonstrate for us, so people should stay tuned. You also, as you mentioned, teach the occasional and highly popular workshop in circuit bending at the Old Town School of Folk Music. I know for a fact they're popular and that they fill up fast.
Yeah, that's kind of funny how this is now kind of considered folk music.
Really?
Well, the analogy I always use is that artists have always been taking garbage and turning it into musical instruments, like the cigar box banjo workshops they have at the Old Town School.
Or wash tub bass.
Exactly. And we just never really had garbage like this before. So this is like the
folk garbage.
This is the new cigar box banjo.
Art. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and we'll have a workshop on May 30th.
Yeah,
so
and
bring a toy and we'll teach you how to hack it.
Yeah, and if you want more information about either of these, you can check out the webpage rubbermonkey.com. Is that right?
It's rubbermonkey.org.
Sorry.
Sure, or rothmobot.com.
Okay. If you are ready, you can. I guess we're not going to take a brief break. If you want to go ahead and do take a break. Okay, we're going to take a short break while Patrick and Tommy get ready to demo for us some of their music.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One moment, please, and we will be right back.